Our guest tonight was one of the protesters at both Parliament House protests earlier this week, Sumarlinah Winoto. Sumarlinah, tell us about, you're doing these protests, what are you hoping is going to come out of it? What's the best case scenario?
Well, our messaging is pretty clear. The best case scenario is that the camps are closed immediately. That's what we want the government to take accountability for, and essentially, yeah, just close the camps, Manus Island, Nauru, obviously, and also Christmas Island, and all of the onshore detention centres that are in all the major cities here in Australia.
If the government can't do that, is there a second option?
A second option? Well, I mean, a lot of it is around them acknowledging that what they're doing is inhumane. It's against so many international laws, and acknowledge that people are being tortured and assaulted in these camps, and that they're death camps, that people have been committing suicide, and that people are being abused by the guards that are there. And just acknowledge that that's what's happening, and that they're going to address it, and that they're going to be working on closing those centres.
Do you feel what you guys did was successful, like your protest to raise awareness?
I think our messaging was very good. Yeah. I think we were very direct and very clear with what we wanted and what the demands were for the government and what we wanted them to do. I think a lot of it also lies in mainstream media projecting that message through their outlets, which is often something that they fail to do.
So am I right in saying that the protest on Wednesday, a lot of the politicians in the lower house actually walked out once they realised what you guys were doing? Do you think then there's a concern that they're actually not taking the message you're sending seriously? And is there anything you guys can do to make the message more effective in a sense?
Sure. So what happened in the gallery was that essentially most of the Liberal Party left about halfway through. So they did hear quite a substantial amount of the messaging, and we tried to make sure all of the main points were in the first 30 seconds of our speak out. So there's no way they didn't hear what we were saying.
But how hopeful are you of change in the long run?
I mean, I think change is possible, and I think we can really, it won't take that much to close the camps, and it won't actually, they're so expensive, and it's going to be better for everybody involved, including the government, to close these camps rather than to keep them open.